Right, I've made my way inside the merchandise pavilion here at the Open Championship, and I tell you what, it's a pretty good place to come if you want to get yourself some clothing for the Open Championship. We've been lucky enough to be given some Ralph Lauren clothing, who are an official sponsor this year, but it's not just clothes that we have to offer in here. Take a look at what I've got in my hand, Chef Rice. It's Monty's own autobiography, and would you believe who's here signing copies of it? Yes, the very man himself. Come with me, we're going to wander in and try and have a quick little chat with him, and maybe even get a signed copy if we can. So I'm just going to try and squeeze through these people, and he is in the middle of a chat, but I'm going to try and roll through because we are live. Colin, I am sorry, I don't even know if he was expecting me, but here I am. He's just probably saying goodbye to the last person who was here, but here he is, Colin Montgomerie, 2010 Europe winning Ryder Cup captain. And now I'm very well. How are you?
Good to see you. You're going around everywhere. You are fantastic. You are, and even to come and visit me. That's very kind.
Oh well, it's very kind of you. We are indeed everywhere at the Open Championship this year, behind the scenes. Now, what are you doing here?
I am doing a book signing of this Monty, an autobiography. It's all about the Ryder Cup and all about my life the last 10 years. It's quite interesting. I always said Volume 2 would be better than Volume 1, and I think it is.
But this is Volume 1, and you've got lots of people here signing away. And what's the best nuggets in the book that we can look out for?
People look at the pictures first, don't they? They look at the pictures. Mostly about team room stuff. There's a picture here. You see, look in the book here. Right, apart from my lovely wife who's in charge of all the ladies, right? But this is a picture here on page, 150. And this is the famous, that's the speaker that Sevi was talking to us.
Oh, wow.
On Tuesday evening. And we're all round here. This is before I call Sevi.
That's a fantastic
shot.
On
Tuesday evening, and nobody sees these team room shots. And Paul McGinley here had his number, and I managed to call it, spoke to the team. There's Jimenez and Garcia next to him, who were adamant to talk to him as well. So it's insights into
your life,
my life, that's a little bit different than the norm, you know. and there's my dogs. You see, in Glen Devon, next to Glen Eagles, and that's the best part when I go home is I walk the dogs.
You see, it's not all about golf in Monty's autobiography, but that's really interesting in all seriousness, because that's a fantastic shot that we've heard about in the press, but we would never have seen a picture inside things like the team room. So that's fantastic to see.
It's an insight, and that's what autobiographies are, you know. So it's been great, and we've got a lot of people here. And it's fantastic. Everyone's asking who's going to win.
Who is going to win, Colin?
I don't have. It's nobody knows. You know, we'd love to see a British win, and I will throw 4 names at you right now. Okay.
Go on.
Lee Westwood, Justin Rose, Graham McDowell, or Paul Lawrie.
Listen to that.
One of those 4.
One of those 4 Brits. Monty, tips for the Open right here and now.
I haven't, just a gentleman here, I haven't sacked Luke Donald. I don't think he drives the ball as straight as people think he does. And round Lytham, you've got to put the ball in the fairway.
Very good point. I was just talking about that this morning. Tiger's been complaining about the rough. I've been talking to Darren Clark about how to play it. You've got to keep it in play. You've got to stay on the fairway.
Yeah, this course has more bunkers on this course than any other in Open Championship rota, and you've got to stay out them. It's a direct wall, so unfortunately, if you don't put the ball in the fairway, you're gone. So that's why Tiger comes into it with his stinging 2-iron. He can keep it low, but Donald, the length Donald hits the ball, he needs his driver, and I don't think he hits the ball straight enough off the tee.
Okay, interesting. Well, we'll wait and see. You're going to be here all week, I presume.
I am
Perhaps
indeed.
Not in this same seat, but you will be here.
Well, I wish I was. This is great, but yes, I am here all week.
Okay, fabulous. Now, before we go, it would be rude not to, wouldn't it? Please may you sign a copy for At the Open Live from Mr. Montgomerie himself. We'll have it in our studio.
This is obviously a freebie then, is it? This is great. Yes. Look at this. Look. To At the Open Live. There you go. There you go, and I'll sign it, Colin. Perfect.
Look at that. Thank you so much. Mr. Montgomerie, ladies and gentlemen,
Freebie.
We'll leave you to it. Thank you very much. Well, here he is in the merchandise pavilion at the Open for a few minutes yet.